At Bronston, our collaborative program is a partnership program between Bronston Canadian Academy and other international schools who wish to partner with us to provide the Canadian education from K to 12 to their students who study within their own campuses and acquire the Canadian Ontario Secondary School Diploma. The OSSD is an acceptable entry requirement into universities in Canada and worldwide. Its advantages are that of assessment and evaluation, in that when students do their homework, assignments and projects, all of their performances are taken into account when it comes to grading. It is not like the systems where students study through the year and take an external exam, but rather a comprehensive level of evaluation to assess the student as objectively as possible. As a partner school, the benefits of becoming a partner with Bronston are quite extensive to yourself and your students. You will benefit by providing quality international education to your students, providing your students with varying academic options, providing cost-effective international programs, increasing student enrollment, and becoming a Bronston Collaborative School. As a partner school, the benefit to your students include quality education, credentials accepted worldwide, exchange and scholarship programs provided by Bronston Canadian Academy, and entrance scholarships to Canadian universities.
Students who enroll in the Bronston program, either in Canada or through our partner schools abroad, benefit from a blend of their own culture and that of Canada. Watching students grow into adults with the skills, knowledge, and preparation for university is an exciting endeavor for us at Bronston. We want you to join our partnership program and expose Canada to your students.
I'm excited that this year Bronston made headway into my native country, Uganda, as well as other East and West African countries. Collaboration with Bronston is bound to provide our students with insight into international education, as well as provide training and education to make them great world leaders.
Canada has been fantastic studying in Canada. Coming from the Nigerian educational system, I found Canadian education to be more engaging, more exciting. They take a more holistic approach to education. The amount of information available to you is so phenomenal, and they empower you to learn by yourself. You have that power to choose what you want to learn, and I find that that's a good thing to have.
Here they care a lot about how you write the essays, but they know that I'm English second language, so they understand how I construct my essays. You know what I mean? It's they give me more attention than the other students.
Teachers, they're really nice. Especially for me, because I'm not really good at English before, when I just got here. So they would focus on me and actually tell me what to do and explain to me everything slowly, so that I would understand the lesson.
Schools like Bronston College offers this unique experience that allows foreign students transition into the Canadian system.
Our partnership is growing and extending to several countries. As the chair and coordinator of the Collaborative Partnership at Bronston Canadian Academy, I invite you to join our partnership and extend this program to your students right at your campus and let them experience what it truly means to become a Canadian educated student.
I first learned about formative assessment in college, in my graduate classes, and there we were just kind of taught the basic level of formative assessment, which is, use the call sticks or use a ticket to leave. But they had never really told us what to do with the information to better instruct our to make our teaching better, to instruct our students towards the targets they're trying to reach. And so I remember feeling frustrated at first because I would gather all this data and have kids all over the place and then have no idea what to do with it after I'd gathered it. But now I feel like I have a much better understanding of how to use the data, not just collect it. I've learned a lot of different strategies to use with formative assessment, especially hands-down strategies, which seem to cause so much engagement in the classroom, which I love. But I'm learning a lot more about now how to gather that data and make instructional decisions. So it's definitely informed my teaching in that way, where I'm thinking much more about flexible groupings, and I'm thinking much more creatively about how I can meet the standards when kids are at different places. I'm much more conscientious about it. I do it much more deliberately now. I think before it was, I was using the call sticks as a management tool or something like that. And now I'm planning it. I'm planning, every few minutes to do a check-in using formative assessment.
The formative assessment process has really helped me know what my students know by being able to have kind of a building block and scaffolding for the students. I can start them at kind of a basic level and slowly progress them through to a more advanced level to hit that target. Because I use all different forms of assessments, like my observations, conferences with the students one-on-one, just small discussions with them, exit slips, thumbs up, all the different types of formative assessment that I do use on a regular basis in the classroom. My ability to give them feedback is so much more in-depth, so much more focused, and really can directly relate to the target, and I can kind of get them to grow quicker, it almost seems, because they're getting this descriptive feedback from me.
Observation is really the foundation of not only differentiated instruction, but also formative assessment. You have to be there with the students. You have to see what they're doing. You have to break down the wall that can exist between a teacher and between a student. And the only way that you can do that is to get kids acclimated that here I am and I am with you and you are with me. And I am observing, and not only am I observing you, but the students are observing each other. So it's a two-way street. Yes, I'm observing them, I'm seeing what they're doing, I'm taking notes on them, but they're also observing one another. They're checking, they're self-assessing through their observation of the progress of their work. And it's a phenomenal, phenomenal technique.
The formative assessment process has really changed my classroom community. The students are much more willing to speak up, to ask questions, and not just yes/no questions or what do we do next? It's much deeper questions. I think that I noticed that they're definitely willing to orally pursue complicated issues, which I think is really impressive for 8- and 9-year-olds. To be willing to take that risk and to talk through some of their thinking.
Irene and Edwin were having a good conversation, and then I used the sticks.
Like if you have all together and each, then you'll know it's gonna be multiplication because there's 2 words that are times and only 1 word that's addition.
Interesting. So you may have to look for a second keyword.
The kids are much more engaged with each other. Instead of just always asking me questions, they're turned to each other and ask each other questions, look for answers from each other, explain mistakes to each other. They seem much less nervous to make a mistake or to ask for some help from one of their peers. So that's been a big change.
I'm sure you have questions about how to become partners with us. Please contact us and we'll be happy to give you more information about our partnership program. Thank you.